Jesus didn't die on the cross so we could do whatever we want to do. That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense. Therefore, you need to read the Bible to get his instructions, because in heaven, we can do whatever we want to do. You got it backwards. Down here, you're being a narcissist. Right now, you need to serve Christ and be in heaven after that. First work and then play. Otherwise, you're not going to make it into heaven. You'll be in hell. You keep ignoring God, you'll be in hell. Don't ignore God anymore. 40 writers, no contradictions. The Bible's written by God, proves that God wrote it. Proves you have no excuse, even right now. You can't argue with that right now. What makes you think you're going to be Slick Rick arguing on Judgment Day? You won't be able to do that. You're going to lose the argument and be thrown into hell. You're walking on a trap door to hell as we speak. Don't do that to yourselves. Bellingham pagans, don't do that anymore. Backslidden Christians, don't do that anymore. You'll wind up in hell. You're not only going to hell, you'll deserve it for ignoring God. Keep ignoring God, you'll be in hell. Ignore the Bible, you're ignoring God, and you'll be in hell for doing both. How do we know God wrote the Bible? 40 writers, no contradictions, proves that he wrote the Bible. Proves we have no excuse on Judgment Day. None whatsoever. We all have homework to do. We all have a brain God gave us. Time to use it and start reading. Reading the New Testament and see what God wants us to do. Reading the Bible to see what we're supposed to respond, how we're supposed to respond to Christ, and what he wants us to do. You're not born again, you're straight up going into hell. You can't say you didn't ask to be born on Judgment Day. God's going to say you should have been born again. When a man was sent out here to speak to you, and you ignored that. I know it's Friday. I know you got Friday fever, going to the pub or whatever else, going to hang out with friends that drink. You're going to become an alcoholic, or some of them are, some of your friends are. What is the sin that the devil's going to get you? Is it pornography addiction? Drug addiction? Alcohol addiction? Or just plain old paganism addiction? Ignoring God, ignoring Christ. You're going to be in hell for it. You're going to be in hell for it, sinner. Stop being a sinner, you sinner. Start being a saint. Start responding to what Christ wants you to do. Start living a perfect life like God wants you to. Christ didn't die on the cross so you can keep sinning. That doesn't make any sense. God didn't write the Bible so you can ignore it. That doesn't make any sense. Stop doing those things that don't make sense and wind up in hell like an unreasoning animal. God gave you a brain. He lets you know how to read. So therefore start reading the Bible so you don't end up in hell. Read the New Testament. We're in the New Testament age. You can read the Old too, but make sure that you're in the New Testament to do what God wants you to do, to show you what God wants you to do is reasonable. It's not unreasonable. It's reasonable. The way that pagans think is unreasonable. You're unreasonable. Thinking that Christ died so you can keep sinning. That doesn't make any sense. That's unreasonable. Unreasoning pagans continuing to do what they want to do and winding up in hell for it. Don't let your friends or family pagan members let you end up in hell because you obeyed them instead of God. You listened to them instead of God. That's on you. You're a grown-up. Time to put on your grown-up clothes. Make a grown-up decision of who you're going to serve today. Jesus Christ of the Bible or not. That's your choice. And you'll be in hell for it if you make the wrong choice.